Something I bought Diesel recently, which he absolutely loves. I think I'm needing to buy a bigger one. I thought this would work, but it's a little bit too small for him to get his tongue in. This is from Pets at Home. It's called Peanut Butter, which I quite like. Although I don't call Diesel a mutt, but I get the gist of it. It's peanut butter for dogs, basically. And what I simply do is I spoon out, get a tablespoon, and basically I shove it up there, and it keeps him a little bit occupied. He basically like licks it out. Yeah, if you've got a dog and you feel guilty about leaving them for a couple of hours, then this will keep them a little bit occupied. Try my best getting it inside, but fucking looks like an ice cream. I've just look how much I've just left outside of it. Like, it's not going to be hard for Diesel to lick this up. Fuck me, I could have done a better job of that. But let's give it to Diesel. Turn on a light. What's this boy? Go on, take it. Oh, for fuck's sake. What you got there? Go on, lad. Go on, lad. Annoyingly, I've ran out of cream of rice, the caramel biscuit. Tragic, I know. I've literally got 50 grams left and I need another 50 grams from somewhere else. What we're going to do, yeah, and I'm not really sure how this is going to go, but I've got 50 grams in there. I'm going to add 50 grams of this Bueno, and basically we're going to have a caramel biscuit Bueno combination. And I'm just going to see what this tastes like. I don't know. Oh, George, well, it's a bit late now. We're going to just fucking go for it. See what it tastes like, see if it bangs. Mixing the cream of rices, I'll be the first guy that you see who mixes the cream of rices, and you'll be like, you know what? I'm going to start doing this as well. Oh shit. So we're just going to see it. 50 grams of Kinder Bueno, 50 grams of the caramel biscuit. This could go really well, and I've given cream of rice companies a new idea, or it could be disastrous. We're going to find out. I'll tell you what I love to do. Fucking cotton buds in the ear. Oh, it's like an orgasm. Look at that one, that was a bit of a dirty fucker. I don't often do it because I like to look forward to doing it, as weird as that sounds. What I do is just build up a little bit of earwax, so when I do get these in there, I'm pulling something out and I'm looking at it like, that is so satisfying. People say about fucking, I'll get ear infection and stuff like that. Look, I might die tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. Obviously I don't stick it right in there, like I don't finger my ear with it, but I just like brim the outside of it, get up there. Whew. Nice. I had a really dirty one earlier. Where was it? I think I put it in the bin now. Oh yeah, picking out the bin here, sorry. Look at that, it's fucking wet. Look at that, boy. Hey! Basically, what you got from that is I've got dirty ears. And what are you going to fucking do about it? You're going to continue watching the vlog, right? Of course you are. Moment of truth. What does this taste like, I wonder? Now, if I see any companies bring out like combination flavours or whatnot, if I see anyone doing it, yeah, listen, I expect to be affiliated with the company at least, or own a chunk or percentage of the company, all right? And if I do not get that, then you know what I will do. You know what I would do. You don't want to see that, yeah? Nobody's came and played with the Georgie boy ever since I've been talking like this, yeah? So trial at your own risk, that's all I've got to say. Right, anyway, I licked the fork earlier and all I could taste was that fucking Kinder Bueno. That Kinder Bueno has such a fucking strong taste to it that initially the Kinder Bueno starts, and then towards the end it's like, hello, my name's Caramel Biscuit. It starts like kicking in at the end. I say I like it. It's eatable. There's no way in how it's better than Caramel Biscuit. Come on now. So yeah, use it or try your own risk. Mix in cream of rices and tell me what it tastes like. You know, I'm interested. Tell me what it tastes like. Yeah, sorry, mouthful. It's 8. Okay, we're in for deadlifts again. Feels like it's always a deadlift video at the moment, but I've been enjoying the recording aspect of it all, and you don't want to see what's going on in the background. I'm getting distracted again. Yeah, deadlifts feel like they come round very quickly, but they do realistically. It's like every 5 days. Obviously, I mentioned in the last video that I have been incorporating just one working set every single pull session, and I'm working in 2 different ranges. So this week I'll be working on 180 kilos. The other rotation I've been doing 160 for a set of 10. Last time I got 180 for a set of 4. So I'm determined to get this up to at least probably a 6 in this session, hopefully. And then hopefully by the end of the off season, pulling 200. That would be my ultimate sort of goal for a set of like 5 to 9. And that would be my best ever best ever pull off the floor. So determined to finish this season strong. Like I said in my previous video, it's just a case of just not going through the motions like I did last time, and just making sure that I'm in a position where my food is as high as possibly can, body fat is manageable, and I don't want that prep to be, like I said, I don't want to be losing 40 pounds. I want to be trying to keep it between 25, 30 pounds, because we both know that in a contest prep I can get very lean with my eyes closed. It's just protecting that muscle, which is going to be the hardest thing for me. So I'm determined to do that, and I know I can do that. I learned a lot from 2019, so much, like to the point where I'm like very, very eager just to show you what I've been doing, to almost like reflect upon what I did in that 2019. As weird as it sounds, hippie as it sounds, I'm always reflecting upon what I did, what I need to improve upon, and I can't wait to show you that, and I can't wait to show you a new version of me. I appreciate everyone's comments in the previous video about my physique. I appreciate that. Obviously, it's off season. It's not pretty. It's what it should be, and the fact that I've shown now, I'm quite happy about that. You know, normally I would hide away massively right now. So I've actually made some changes to this session itself, and I'm actually gonna try and break down some of it if I can, and when music's not too loud. The session kind of looks like this. I always start off with a hamstring curl for my stiff legs. I just get like something about the stiff legs, yeah, being in that position where your hips are higher. I don't want to fucking tear a hamstring. I really, really don't. So just getting some blood flow in there. I feel stronger as well when I can warm up the hamstrings prior to it. I feel like I'm engaging them more. Obviously, it's such a big portion of the stiff leg as well that you want to not neglect the hamstrings as such. Then I'm going to go on to obviously the stiff legs for one set. Then I'm going to do assisted pull-ups, prime row, a single arm pull down that I've been incorporating. You may have seen that on Instagram. Rear delt fly, and then 2 bicep movements, a little bit of abs to finish off at the end of the session. As always, just bring in that intensity, bring in just what I love doing, innit? Just fucking bringing it. And I might be a bit of a cunt in the gym, I fucking this and that, I might like a bit of a dickhead, but I always bring it, you know? I don't give a shit. Like, when this is your job, when this is your passion, just fucking do you, innit? If you make, I mean, don't get me wrong, I used to scream and shout in the gym. I don't do that as much now. If you do that, just fucking continue doing it. Who gives a shit? Just do you, and that's all what I say. So enough fucking waffling. Let's get into this pull session. As always, 200 kg deadlift by the end of the year. By the end of the year, it's not going to happen. By the end of this off season, it's definitely going to happen. A few more months, and then obviously prep starts next year. Looking to take the British title. Determined for it. That's the plan. Being a lightweight bodybuilder, we're taking the British title. Anyway, enough of this. We'll see you in the gym. Yes, people, what's good? Welcome back to another voiceover, another deadlift session. It feels like deadlifts every fucking day at the moment, doesn't it, on this channel? But I've been really enjoying the content, man. I've been really enjoying recording my sessions, and I don't want to showcase, you know, what I'm doing right now, in the sense that this is the back end of my off season. I'm taking it extremely seriously. Probably the most serious guy out there. I probably don't need to be taking it as serious as what I am, but when I tell you I absolutely fucking love what I'm doing right now, and I love doing this, I love my training, I love my coaching, I love YouTube, I absolutely love it. I'm in a really good spot with my life right now, and yeah, things do fall into place, you know. I've been guilty in the past of all doom and gloom, like, why always me? But I've realised, like, you can create your own situations, your own luck in life, and the happiness that I'm in right now, or the happy space I'm in right now, is me creating that myself. But anyway, enough of the fucking soppy shit. Who cares? Stop being soppy, George. Grow up a little bit, yeah? Grow up, mate. Starting off with a line leg curl, like I said previously, like to warm up the hamstrings. I did a drop set here, so adding a little bit of value into a drop set and how I would sort of program that. I would probably look to drop the weight from that top set, or that set, or the previous set that you did, by, let's say, 30-40%. And I always like to try and aim for like 6 to 10 repetitions in that drop set. I've been guilty in the past of doing a drop set, and I've literally fucking done like 2 reps, and it's just been, what's the point? So I kind of aim for that 6 to 10 rep range, get a really nice burn. And as you can see by my face on that lion hamstring curl, my hamstrings were cream crackered after that. Here's me just deadlifting, or warming up with the stiff legs. Really enjoying the stiff legs at the moment with the Strength Shop deadlift bar. Really weird bar to get used to at first, but now this is my 4th session doing it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm getting really into the groove of it. So as you can see, I started off with 60 kilos. I did that for about 10 repetitions. I then did 100 kilos, and that's when I start incorporating my wraps. And the reason why, or straps I should say, the reason why I like to do that is I just, obviously for my top set, I get used to holding the holding the bar with straps. I don't obviously like to
warm up without them. So when I get to 100 kilos, that's when I start to incorporate it. And then when I get to 160 kilos here for my last warm-up set, that's when I start implementing the liquid chalk. Going into the top set today, so I did get my 180 kilos for a set of 6. Form-wise, could be better. It's not the prettiest I've ever done a deadlift, that's for sure, but I always like to make sure that I'm nailing the eccentric control. I did notice a little bit of rounding in the thoracic spine in some areas, but either way, you know, this is the best I've probably pulled with this deadlift bar, and definitely at this gym, which is a massive win. And I certainly probably had one more there. Like, if you looked at that last rep, I definitely had one more, but I kind of just lost my groove. And the reason why I didn't take it and go for another one is I need to remember that I am deadlifting in 5 days time again, so I need to make sure that I have a good balance between fucking taking it there and not burying myself to the point where I'm not recovering to the next session, or I'm taken away for the rest of the session as well. That's why I've been doing one working set instead of the 2 working sets. I then proceeded on to move to the accessory work, so assisted pull-ups. Something that I spoke about on my Instagram post the other day was just like, don't neglect or don't underestimate the assisted pull-ups. Obviously, a lot of people are like, do weighted pull-ups. It's like dips, do weighted dips, you know, get strong at doing that. And I agree to an extent, but with the assistance, same with like dips, the assistance allows me to make sure that my form is spot on, in the sense that my first rep looks the exact same as my last rep. When I do weighted dips or when I do weighted pull-ups, chances are the last rep or the last couple reps are pretty shit. So I'm just showing you here right now what my last couple of reps look like. And as you can see, they're pretty accurate. You know, I'm able to take it to full muscular failure without really overcompensating in other areas or injuring myself or whatnot. So I get a really good connection with the assisted pull-ups. I would definitely try it if your gym has an assisted pull-up machine. Try and work within different rep range. So I did a set of like 8 to 10 there, and then I did a set of 12 to 15, 2 different loadings. Obviously, the less resistance you have on the machine, the more you rely on your body weight, the more resistance you have on the machine, so the more weight you use, the more it's going to help you out. I can't say I was happy with the prime chest support around the top set. I've been doing 95 for a set of 7, but my form's been a little bit sloppy, so I may have to reset that. And this is the beauty of filming your sets, guys. I always go on about this in my videos. Film your fucking sets. It makes a massive difference. The back off set, I made up for it. I did 75 for a set of 12, and I could have probably got one more if I looked back, but realistically, I was 2 reps up from my previous session on this. Like, if you look, this I think was my last rep, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was my last rep, which was a pretty good last rep, if I'm honest, looking back now. But again, I need to remember that I was 2 reps up from last time. Why do I need to go like above and beyond when I've already progressed upon last week? You know, it's something to think about as well. Like, if you are like 3 reps up from last week, like, cool, take the progression, move on to the next exercise, and you'll have more energy going into that next exercise because you haven't wasted so much on taking it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I train to failure. I train very, very hard, but not everything is like full guns out blazing, fucking myself up, you know, because that I don't think serves a purpose in the long run. This exercise is an absolute must. It's one of my favorite exercises for my lats at the moment. So what I really think about on this exercise, cues wise, is I think about driving my elbow down initially. So I drive the elbow down, and then what I think about is driving it into me, so it's like down and back motion. This kind of almost mimics the like single arm Nautilus pull down. You can do this at a lat pull down station. You can even do this at a cable stack, get the bench over and just obviously put it back a few feet and have the bench upright and really try and think about driving that elbow down. So as you can see with the concentration on my face here, I was like very, very focused and dialed in on this session. Calf looking fucking strong as well. Look at that right calf, or left in my case. Left calf, that's a good calf. And here's me, you know, taking it there. And something that I always do is just remain accurate, just really remain accurate with what you're doing, especially on a pull down movement like that. So trying to get it short is obviously quite hard. Just staying within your active sort of range as well, keeping it all the tension on the lat, no need to be over extending. Then I moved on to my final exercise, which was a dumbbell pullover. I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw AJ doing this early in the week and I was like, I haven't done dumbbell pullover in ages. If you've been following the channel, I've been using the hammer strength pullover machine, which is okay. It's not the greatest machine in the world, but let me tell you, today I woke up and my lats are fucking creamed. Honestly, they are creamed. So I think that's definitely down to using a dumbbell pullover. I actually, watching back now, I could increase my range of motion ever so slightly. You may notice that my range of motion as the dumbbell goes behind my head is in that lengthen range is quite short. So I would say next time what I'm going to do is just focus on getting a little bit more range of motion. But I was happy with this set. Really good exercise. I think looking at physiques as well, and I've said this in the past, like guys have really good serratus. So those sort of claws where your lats are, they look like claw marks, or your serratus. That I think that makes a massive difference to people's physiques, and a lot of that is through like doing your pullovers. Then I moved on to some boring stuff, so rear delt fly. This is how I like to do my rear delt flies, by the way. I like to kind of square up to the machine and fucking, you fucking want it, you want it. Keeping them elbows nice and high. I'm actually pretty strong at rear delts, to the point where I'm actually stronger doing a rear delt fly than I am a pec fly, which probably shouldn't be happening, so yeah, something I need to work upon potentially. Then I moved on to a preacher curl. So I think a preacher curl is an absolute must in your bicep training. That fixed, locked in position. So you can't really see it from this angle, but I try and make sure that my elbow, my elbow's on the pad, and up to the armpit, the padding goes up to the armpit, so I'm fully locked in, and I don't rely on any sort of delt action whilst doing this sort of curl, because it's easy just to swing the weight from A to B. And then I moved on to a rope hammer. Cues for this is I imagine like a walnut in between the creases of my elbow, and I think about trying to crack that walnut when I curl, if that makes any sense. So yeah, really good session, thoroughly enjoyed it. Progression, 180 kilos for a set of 6. Do we reckon we've got 200 kilos at the end of the off season? Of course we fucking have. Of course we fucking have, Georgie boy. No fucking games. 2022 is my fucking year. And you're watching it in the making. Like right now is what is, I don't know what I'm waffling about now, but this is what's going down. So make sure you keep watching the channel. Make sure you keep supporting it, because I'm fucking bringing my A game, trust me. And you're going to be surprised. And if I've got any competitors watching me right now, just fucking step up your game, yeah? Because my game is fucking high right now. Anyway, sorry for the abuse. Lots of love. Hope you've enjoyed this voiceover, and I'll catch you in the next clip, wherever that may fucking be. Probably in the forest with Diesel.
Thought, why not weigh myself before I go to bed? Be interesting to see the weight difference now that I'm consuming, 4,500 calories on a train day. We could see kind of the difference between my PM weight and my AM weight. So, in the evening time, I'm 186 pounds. Wow, that would be some sort of madness if I woke up that weight, that's for sure. So, we'll find out what I'm weighing first thing in the morning. I'm just off to bed. Oh, I thought that was cum then. Look, I might cummed on my lip, as if I just said that. It's toothpaste. Look at that. Licking my lips in front of the camera. Anyway, stop doing that, George. Right, these scales, by the way, are the most accurate scales I've ever used in my life. Always comes up with the same weighing. You know them ones where you weigh yourself, I'm 186.2. Next minute I'm fucking 185. Then the next second after that. See, look, get these from Amazon. Hit me up, I'll send you the link for them. Always get the same weighing. I rate these.
Here we have a wild dog chasing a seagull. Can he get him? The answer is no. He's not giving up though. Fair. Fucking hell, boy. Little bark as well at the end of it. And now he's got to run all the way back over here. Let's go! Come on! Look, it's just fucked off in the distance. He was having none of it. Diesel's too bulky for that sort of shit. He can't run, save his life. In the right, fat boy. Look at you, you fat shit. Off season done right, boy. Take number 2. See if you can get this one. Nah, he gave up on that one too easily. Unlucky, mate. Too slow. Yes, people, we're back on another walk.
This time will look really incriminating, so just be careful. So yeah, I weighed myself obviously last night, I was 186, and then I weighed myself this morning and I was 178. Like, I consumed 4,400 calories yesterday and my scale weight just kept dropping. And it's really frustrating, and I checked in with the boss man, AJ. And by the way, people do still ask me, am I coached by AJ? Yeah, I'm still coached by AJ. I've been coached by him now since January 2019. So literally nearly 3 years I've been coached by AJ, which is crazy actually to think about. I've only just really worked that out. I was like, shit, has it been 3 years? It's fucking crazy. AJ's really close to me. I've got a lot of respect for him. You're probably watching this right now. Hi AJ, hi. Hopefully you're not in the bath, mate. So what I might have to do, and I don't like doing this because I'm very clean. I haven't had a meal plan in... The only meal plan I had was a Turkish, and that was, I had a chicken lamb sheesh, I had rice and pita bread, which isn't really a meal plan. And I've had a Nando's as well, which is a cleaner off meal plan. It's not like a McDonald's or anything like that. But I've been keeping fairly clean. Like those 2 occasions, that's happened only in the last 20 weeks. So I've been very routine and structured with my food, and I'm getting to a point now where I have to tell myself I'm gonna have to add in a little bit of junk to keep my body weight up. And like AJ said in my check-in, the look isn't going to change. Like when you're at this body composition right now, if you saw my last video, you see the body composition I'm in. Like eating a little bit of junk isn't going to change my look drastically because I'm already high in body fat. I'm already full of glycogen. It's not gonna make the look much different. So in order for me to sustain what I'm doing for a longer period of time, like I'm getting to this point now where I've exhausted eating 4,500 calories of clean food every single day. I've exhausted that. I now have to add in a little bit of shit in order for me to kind of keep going and keep doing what I'm doing, because there's no way I'm going to be dieting now when I'm fucking prepping next year. We had a little bit of a chat about sort of plans for next year and what we're aiming for. And obviously the goal is to get to the British finals and be competitive towards a British title this year. Something that I really want to do is compete abroad. I'd love to actually do that. The Natural Olympia, I'd love to be a part of that. I'd love to be a part of just, I haven't been abroad in like 3 years. Like last time I was abroad is in New York when I was 21, now 24. So I haven't gone away for God knows how many years. So I would like to experience that, like just being abroad and just competing abroad. I think it would be good to vlog it and all that sort of shit. It just excites me. Like I got a smirk on my face just thinking about it. Yeah, that's the plan of action. And considering last time I started my prep, I was 168 pounds, I think I was. 168 pounds, 170. I'm gonna start in next year's prep 15 pounds heavier than what I was in 2019, which is cool. And my body composition is probably better than what it was then. So yeah, it just goes to show kind of what we're looking at next year, and I'm fucking excited, and I hope you guys are excited about it as well, because we are fucking bringing it. There's no way, like the level of commitment I have shown and I've done myself over these past 2 years. I mean, yeah, it's been a little on and off, I must admit. You know, there's been phases where I've sort of lost my head, but the past like 20 plus weeks of me being literally regimented with absolutely everything, I can fucking do well. You know, there's no way in hell, if you can show that commitment, if you can show that work ethic, you will do very well. There's no doubt about it. Like, look at the best people on this fucking planet. You told me they got to where they were without no effort. Of course they didn't. They put in fucking effort. Waffling now, 3 minutes about that shit, but I just wanted to cover that. I'm fucking excited. So should you. Make sure you watch the videos, yeah? Because we're coming. We're fucking coming, mate.
I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No boo and waitress tipping. Bad B, come and take this dinking. Codeine, that's what I'm sipping. Money, that's what I'm missing. Look, I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No boo and waitress tipping. Bad B, come and take this dinking.